we're gonna for at G side we're gonna cover Earth 2,
Number 20.
number 20, and that's written by Tom Taylor and art by Barry Kitson and Robson Rocha.
Well, Earth 2, if any of you are familiar, with the New 52 relaunch, it's been reestablished there's a DC multiverse. So, with Earth 2, the main story point is that for the longest time, there were only three heroes, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Right.
And they're already older heroes by the time that the series started with issue 1. But the problem was that they were attacked by the forces of Darkseid and Apocalypse.
Yeah, yeah.
And the three heroes ended up sacrificing their lives to save the Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
So since then, over the course of the 19 issues that have followed, there's been like a new breed of heroes that has been popping up. There's been a new Green Lantern, a new Flash, and
A lot of the characters from Justice Society.
a lot of the characters from the old Justice Society from the 40s, not the Silver Age ones like Barry Allen and Hal Jordan, but it's actually Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, those guys.
Yeah.
So since then, the characters have been put through the ringer. The focus has shifted from Jay Garrick and Alan Scott, and it's been more on these characters like this Red Tornado, which is actually Lois Lane.
Yeah.
There's this Hawk Girl here,
Yeah.
and there's an Aquaman, and the new Batman,
Yeah.
whose origin was revealed in the recent Earth 2 annual.
Okay.
So it's shifted a lot. The writing has shifted from James Robinson also to Tom Taylor, and Nicholas Scott has been consistently good. But
Okay.
now we've got the great Barry Kitson who took over for I don't know how long he's taking over, but
Okay.
more Barry Kitson's always good as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Yeah. Although I mean I like Nicholas Scott.
Yeah,
I mean I've always
I
liked
have nothing against Nicholas
I've
Scott.
always liked Nicholas Scott from back from Secret Six.
Yeah.
She's a really one of those really talented artists. But Barry Kitson, yeah, I've always liked this in the past.
Year one, all of those stuff.
It was my first time to read this also. I mean, in a way, it's good that I've looked at the. Every now and then I check on the net. I've heard about it. I've heard about the good things about Tom Taylor, because Tom Taylor writes the Digi comic Injustice.
Yeah.
I have friends. Marlon, a friend of mine, he recommends in that Injustice title, and I think that's what got him the writing duties after James Robinson.
Yeah.
So I get reading it. I was just thrown in there. There's no back page to tell you what's happened in the past. Although I have an inkling, with where the story's going here. But I guess I don't know. I did feel a bit lost reading it.
Yeah, this was not a good jumping on point.
No.
Yeah,
It's not.
I mean, I collected, but I was like, you have to really be in it. You have to be immersed in it, because if you start
Right.
with issue 20, you're like, the hell's happening?
Right.
Why is everyone dying?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Although I like, of course I recognize a lot of these characters. I mean, I like the twist that, Lois Lane is the Red Tornado, and I'm familiar with the identity of the new Batman, and man, Superman controlled by Darkseid. That's a brilliant concept.
Yeah.
That's just something that, that's be worth checking out. I mean, it's basically the DC universe, set aflame.
Yeah.
It's really apocalyptic. How it feels.
Yeah.
Right. I just felt the story was a bit short.
Okay.
The main crux of the story here is about there's a new Kryptonian who's just been in this shell, this cocoon for the longest time, and they're gonna use him as a secret weapon against the new Darkseid controlled Superman. And it's really more on that than anything else. So I thought the story was kind of scattershot. I think it worked. This book for me works in more as a trade.
Yeah, collected.
As a collective, because it's very episodic. It's you feel like you're getting just a snapshot.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Right, the story is not self-contained where where there's a beginning and end. Although it says the end there,
Right.
but that's not the end. It's still continuing after.
Yeah.
So the writing is good. Like you said, Barry Kidson's a great artist. But I guess it's another case of get the trades if you want to be familiar with it. But stunning premise. But I don't know. I mean, it's stuff I feel that should be in the real Justice League. You know what I mean?
No. They can't have that. They can't tinker with that
I
too much,
know,
especially
I know.
after
With
there's
Forever
no focus
Evil.
on Justice
Right.
League now. Yeah, they
Right.
can't do that. So this stuff, it works in an alternate Earth.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it can. This basically allows DC to experiment.
Which is what they. I think this is their take on the Marvel's Ultimate Universe,
Might be.
right? Because it's like them taking around with a lot of their characters, which is what the Ultimate Universe became.
Yeah.
diba? So it's their way of doing it, but it's a lot cheaper than doing the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Because you got 4 titles. This is just one.
Yeah. It's basically this and World's Finest, the one that got
Right.
Marvel and Huntress.
Right.
Those are basically technically the only titles in that universe. So it's mostly just this.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you're a big fan of Elseworlds books, I think you should go for this. But for me, it's like I'll stick to the mainstream DC stuff. You know, I really want more exciting things to happen there. But yeah.
Yeah.